Bitcoin's meteoric rise continues to capture headlines in May 2025, with cryptocurrency hovering around $103,000 and teasing to retest of the all-time high near $109,000. For investors, enthusiasts, and skeptics alike, latest developments paint a dynamic picture of the market driven by institutional adoption, geopolitical shifts, and technical patterns. Here's a deep dive into the forces shaping Bitcoin's trajectory and what they mean for the future. One of the most significant drivers of Bitcoin's current strength is the unrelenting institutional interest. Spot Bitcoin exchange traded funds have seen massive inflows, with coin shares reporting um, 867 million poured into crypto funds last week, predominantly into Bitcoin ETFs. BlackRock's spot Bitcoin ETF IBIT alone recorded 19 consecutive days of inflows, amassing 1.3 billion in a single week. This sustained demand underscores Bitcoin's global acceptance as a a legitimate asset class among traditional investors. Meanwhile, strategy led by Bitcoin advocate Michael Saylor um, made waves with 1.34 billion purchases of as of with purchases of nearly 14,000 bitcoins, bringing its total holding to 569 568,840 bitcoins, worth $58.5 billion at an average price of $69,000 per coin. The company's aggressive accumulation, coupled with the reported 15.5 year-to-date Bitcoin yield, signals unwavering confidence in Bitcoin as a treasury asset. Saylor's public push for tech companies to ditch stock buybacks in favor of Bitcoin reserves has further amplified this narrative, positioning the cryptocurrency as a hedge against inflation and currency devaluation. The Trump family's deepening involvement in crypto space has also drawn attention. American Bitcoin, a mining company co-founded by Eric Trump and Donald Trump Jr., announced plans to go public on all-stock merger with uh, Gryphon Digital Mining. Existing shareholders, including Trump brothers and Hut 8, will retain 90% of ownership in the new entity. This move, part of broader Trump crypto empire that includes the controversial Trump coin, has sparked debate. Critics argue it could attract speculative investors seeking political favor, while supporters view it as a bold bet on Bitcoin mining future. President Trump's campaign promises to support US based miners, coupled with um, executive orders loosening environmental regulations, have further fueled optimism in the sector, through environmental concerns linger. Bitcoin's price has also been influenced by macroeconomic development, particularly in US-China trade relations. The US and China recently agreed to slash tariffs significantly, from 145% to 30% on Chinese goods and 125% to 10% on US imports. This de-escalation, described as substantial in US Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, has boosted market sentiments, with Bitcoin climbing past $106,000 as on May 12 for first time in 4 months. Analysts see this as a catalyst for Bitcoin's bullish continuum, with technical patterns like uh, bull flag breakout or weekly chart pointing to potential 150,000 target. However, some experts like Alex Kasparovich of FX Pro caution that strengthening US dollar and profit taking could tamper short term gains. On the sovereign front, El Salvador continues to defy international pressure by stacking Bitcoin for its national reserve, despite $1.4 billion IMF loan agreed, stipulating that the country halt public Bitcoin purchases. El Salvador added 7 BTC last week and 30 BTC over the past month. This bold move positions Central African nation as a pioneer of state-level Bitcoin adoption, with industry executives suggesting its strategy would inspire other countries to follow suit. Despite Bitcoin's proximity to its all-time high, market sentiments remain cautiously optimistic. The Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index has stayed outside the extreme green zone, indicating room for further upside before overheating. However, crypto analyst Ali Martinez warned $1.4 billion in long position could face liquidation if Bitcoin dips to 102,000 $102,000, highlighting the risks of leverage in a volatile market. Technical indicators, including consistent profit taking and declining spent output profit ratio or SOPR, suggest some investors are cashing out, which could lead to a short-term correction. For investors, the current landscape offers both opportunity and caution. The bull case rests on sustained institutional inflows, favorable US policies, and global optimism, which could propel Bitcoin past $110,000 and towards ambitious targets like $130,000 or even $150,000 as predicted by Polymarket and technical analysts. Yet, bears warn of potential headwinds, including a possible trade war, including recession or overextended price due to excess gains. Dollar cost averaging, as suggested by Motley Fool, um, remains prudent strategy for navigating Bitcoin's volatility. As Bitcoin continues to redefine finance, the story of May 2025 is one of the resilience and ambition, where you are whether you're a hodler or a skeptic, the cryptocurrency's ability to command global attention is undeniable. Stay informed, stay conscious, and keep an eye on the charts. Bitcoin's next move could be historic.